We are back with some more Ren and Chris Webby, and the name of the song is Tarantula. Guys, I am locked in. I'm super excited. It's just 6 days out, and I'm here for it, man. I appreciate you guys sending this my way. Inpatient is here to stay, and I am locked in. As a filmmaker, someone who does creative content on all this kind of creative stuff from music videos, music production, and that kind of thing, animation as well. I'm super locked in. This looks like it's a music video. Without further ado, let's freaking go. Bruh. Whoa.
Tarantula, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantua, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula, from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack.
Tarantula, Gigantua, Cannula. Okay, guys, okay. Yo, Ren, Chris Webby, like Webb's. Because you see in his logo, we got the web there. And then we've got Ren. Ren was bitten by a tick. I think a tick has got 8 legs. You know, that's kind of in the arachnid family, right? Am I tripping? But yeah, I just kind of made that connection since this whole tarantula name thing. Brother, but this is going to be sick. Already it's giving us that reggae vibe to it. Reggae grunge. Punk style mix.
Tarantula, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantua, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula, from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go,
chronically
there's
ill.
A crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my
side effects that get left by the meds. Chronic, okay, man. They're talking about this sickness, man. Side effects left from the meds, if I heard that right.
My shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity
is stuck inside this white room I painted black.
Yo, that face looks like Mothra. I don't know. I got Mothra on my brain ever since she did Doomed, man. She's in the airwaves. But yeah, definitely got that goth, white face, black lips vibe. But she's adding a nice accent to this song. I like that. Complimenting how Chris Webby's raspy, grainy voice.
And my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside
back.
this white room I painted black.
Nice, white room I painted black.
Tarantula, bang, contractor muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right to your jugular.
Venomous brain fangs right to your jugular. What do you say? Venomous? Do you say brain fangs or drain fangs? What? Yo, okay, let's hear this, man.
Tarantula, bang, contractor muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right to your jugular.
Yeah.
Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher.
Part of me is Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. Ah, what a Marvel scheme there. Punisher, ultimate anti-hero. He's got so many bodies under his belt. It's ridiculous. But then we've got the innocence of Peter Parker, you know, surrogate son of Ben Parker. Just that with great power comes great responsibility. Combining those two characters is very interesting, Very interesting. Oh, the flow. The tangana. Oh, yeah.
Right to your jugular, cutting your brains on the rug and your blood.
Oh, this
On the
flow.
comfort, a part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like
Punisher.
the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web, then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed.
Oh, that alliteration is beautiful. Rabbit or rabbit, rapid or rapping him. Yo, I love Webby, man. Yo, man, Webby is just old school hip hop for me, man. Is that old school backpack underground rap Olympics rapper? I love that, bro. I love that little thing they did there of Ren repeating his lines. As if it was him. Beautiful.
Rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web, then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers is how I'm fed to live a death like
Carnivorous, the blood of these rappers is how I'm fed. Bruh, he has used rap in so many different ways. Rapping and the rapper, and then there's just the R. There's the alliteration, and then there's just the use of the letter R in the words. I love this video, man. I love this black and white thing. Oh, I love seeing these two dudes together, man. It's so sick. Let's go.
I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web, then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers is how I'm fed to live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer.
Dexter Dark is the passenger in my head. So Dexter is Dexter Dark the name of that iconic serial killer series character called Dexter? I think it is, because that psychopath wrapped in his head makes sense. Brother! Okay, Webby. Oh, beautiful.
On the road, patient 00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited.
Oh, sorry, that switch just happened. Let's play.
Fed to live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the road, patient 00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black. It was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the death.
That scream in the back. I only stopped to reload. Guys, we need this in the John Bernthal Punisher series. John is my guy, man. Wait. That's how I felt when those raps were coming out, bro. Yo, bro. Right here, when it starts getting crazy, get scared. Right here.
00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black. It's dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back.
Yeah.
I'm losing my.
It's crazy, man. This guitar, dubstep, reggae vibe. It's crazy. And that's what's insane about these guys and their raps. It's like they speed it up, but then the flow cannot get so mellow because that's the dubstep reggae vibe. Crazy. Man, so much happening here, man.
Composure, and I might crash. And so they say they're my persona.
Has a tendency to
I'm so undone that.
and my identity is
Stuck inside this white room, I painted black.
Beautiful. I love that. Oh, stuck in this white room that I painted black. That the ultimate contrast is white and black, and that's why white and black people are obsessed with each other. Different sides of the spectrum, and we love it, and just him painting the white room black. That's very, very, very significant there. Very significant. And just the way they've laid this whole thing down, because we get the guitar sounds, we get the speeding it up when the flows come in, there's that gritty stuff coming in, and then we've got the direct opposite with the dubstep chilled reggae vibe. So I think we're having a very dichotomy thing here. I think Ren's about to kick a flow. I can feel it.
Ain't it black?
Yep, one is black, one is white. Got the white vest and black vest. Skinner Brothers, where you at?
Whoa, back to back.
Oh man, I love that beat switch. That double time, that beat always gets me, man. That skater boy, that energy, man. Oh, makes me want to tumble. Makes me want to do a flip, grab a skateboard. And even just that. You know, there's the famous song by Rolling Stones, which is "We Can Paint It Black as I see it." The Big Push and Ren actually did their rendition, their cover to that song. And what I'm hearing in this beat, I can see there's a similarity with ding 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 ding. I can hear it, man. If you were a DJ, you'd know how to blend these two songs together, especially at this point here when it gets this double time skater boy basement garage thing going on here, man. Skinner Brothers. Hey. Yo.
Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, back that blow. Chiropractic, back snapping, fat bait, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again.
You see, I knew the flow switch was coming in, bro. The stuff they have done in this song is ridiculous. We got the reggae chilled dubstep thing there, and then we got that hardcore backpack underground rapper flow, fast flow thing, and then we switched to this Skinner Brothers-esque beat with the double time garage sound vibe, and they've sped up the flow even more. Nappa dappa da dappa no, and they're about to go back and forth like Method and Red. It seems like, bro, let me catch some of these bars, brother.
Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, back that blow. Chiropractic, back snapping, fat bait, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro.
Chiropractor, snappy. Oh man, that whole scheme there is about getting snapped up, right?
Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win. When that spider bite go right through the skin. Venom hit when I strike the bang. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain.
I'm fighting Bane, but part of me knows that I like the pain. Oh, these boys are going flow for flow, bro. Oh, part of me knows I like the pain. That's what, hey, man, sometimes when you go through so much pain, enjoying it helps.
That loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win. When that spider bite go right through the skin. Venom hit when I strike the bang. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain.
But even that was a Spider-Man scheme. Well, just a superhero scheme there, because when that venom hit my veins, There's a transformation there, but then he goes the Bane like the pain because Bane broke Batman's back, so that's just a superhero scheme there.
Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen, striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random Webb is the thread you see.
And that's why when Webby was on the wall like that with his hands up, was he on the floor? That black stuff seemed like that symbiote slime that comes from like Venom, the symbiote. That's what that reminded me of. Yeah, man, they're both going through that. Obviously, the song is called Tarantula, so there's going to be lots of arachnid references, but yeah, that's really cool what they're doing there.
Get a monster locked up inside my brain and wrestle with them like fighting Bane, but I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen, striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random Webb is the thread you see. Got time to kill, murder.
Ren and Webb is what? Ren and Webb is what you seek? What?
Dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random Webb is the thread you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in silent hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel. We
show up in silent hill, bumping twisted metal. Oh, yo, I'm really liking Webby's flow right now, bro. They something so hardcore.
The threat, pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
Kill them all until there's nothing left. Tarantula. Oh, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, this is 100% a fun time. Appreciate you guys sending this my way. From a visual standpoint, what they've done with this is just beautiful. Cinematically, they've got so many layers they've put into this. We've got our initial black and white shot as usual, man. If you want to look at that. If you want to get a cinematic shot, think about your contrasts. What are your main contrast points? Your highlights and your shadows. Okay. In fact, if you're compositing, a quick trick is always match the highlights with the shadows. If you shot me on green and this was on another shot separately, and you wanted to composite, put us together, first thing you do is match the highlights, match the whites, match the blacks. Gotcha. This opening shot, black and white. Already we have a very low focal length here, so they're shooting this probably at 12 or 10, so that the tarantula looks ginormous, because all the limbs look like they're way far apart. It looks like a behemoth, and that's beautiful. Next shot here, we've got Ren and Webby walking into this room there as well. Beautiful. We've got the top soft light there. So that's already telling us why the scene looks the way that it does, But then we've got the corners of this room that they're in as well. Again, perspective, depth, perception is king. If you can get people to kind of understand where they are in the space, the size of the space, the use of these lines in this shot there to give us the perspective. So they shot this probably at 18, makes the room seem bigger than it actually is, makes it more interesting. And of course, we've got the Inpatient logo there and the word tarantula looking beautiful there, man. These are great shots. Again, and again here when we get these top shots of Ren as well, that's also very low focal length as well, giving us more. You see, the more perspective you can get into your shot, like look at how close my hand looks to the camera versus me in the center here. All that there makes a better story, makes everything seem a bit more visceral. If you want more of a visceral messaging and storytelling style, lower your focal length, because every motion, when the focal length is long, every motion just seems more exaggerated, because even the smallest thing can seem to cover more distance with a low focal length. If you want something to look more beautiful, use the higher focal length. Like for a beauty shot, for a beautiful face, more appealing face, you want at the 50 millimeters range, around and above, because that stuff begins to preserve certain qualities, things that look a bit more, everything seems more comparable in size, a bit more appealing. But if you want something visceral, lower the focal length. You know, this shot here, because they started in a white room and the boys start painting, these textures are nice, getting that warmth from Ren. It feels like Ren was the warm figure in this music video. You know, we get more of the orange in his skin, orange in his hair, and he's wearing the white shirt. Chris Webby was definitely the darker of the two throughout this whole song. Because even here, when he's sleeping on his back, but then I think that's a trick they must have done, like, yeah, so he's sleeping on his back, and we got this symbiote like Venom, you know, Venom from Spider-Man, also another spider reference, you know, that there as well. We kind of get with this shot here, it's kind of inferred. It's kind of being taken over by the symbiote. And then our lady here, this black and white lady here, who reminded me of Mothra, you know, is also an interesting addition. When she speaks the first time, it's the feminine voice. The second time we hear her voice, she's got that digital sound to it. There, you see that? We even get the digital blur effect right here. You know, you do stuff like that, guys. This is cinema. You have to make the audio and the sound have a little dance. It's a give and take. They need to do stuff that accentuate the other. So when visually she's got that digital thing going on there, you match it with the sound. You know, well, in this case, the sound probably came first. So you try and do something visually to match the sound. That's just how it needs to go, you know? And then we've got the actual tarantulas walking on skin. If you are an insectophobe or an arachnophobe, you know, those shots in particular are going to be pretty visceral for you. Now, these boys are crazy enough to have tarantulas walking on them. I mean, the man had Lyme disease, you know, so why not? You know? I love that. And that shot there, you see all those shots look so appealing because once again, guys, depth perception kind of gives us an idea of where are they in the room, spatial perception, all those things are appealing to us. That's what makes good cinema. So in this shot, we got the close-up of the arm of Webby with the tarantula walking on it. And then his face is kind of like middle ground. And then the background, we've got Ren in the distance. This looks super appealing. It was not going to feel the same if there was no Ren in the back. It wasn't going to feel the same, you know? So just great cinematic choices from the get-go. And this is an interesting shot here where we got the person walking with a board. And I think we got the boys on the screen. Oh, I love this part of the song. This was war. I love that there, man. But yeah, but then the visuals as well kind of reflect the sounds as well. Sounds like it's carnage. Sounds like it's war. We've got Webby, black hat, all blacked everything, with the so blacked out eyes because it's where it got the shades on. You know, all that there just gives a whole different energy. There, you see, and that shot there. So the person there is probably they were just holding a green screen like that, and then what happens is probably same room. The guy was just there, green screen and whatever, and then they composite mask out the green, and then we've got the person moving like this and that, and we've got the other video which was shot independently of Ren and Chris doing their flows, which is really, really, really smart, really cool to see. Really cool. Yeah, so there you see. So we had the shot of the hooded guy there, probably holding a green screen thing there, and then yeah, pretty much you just add whatever you want to add in that green screen spot there. But it's cool if you do it in the same space where you're maintaining the same room size and all that. It just kind of gives a completely cool vibe, you know? Yeah, so that's how I would have done it. And then here, everything switches up because the white room gets invaded by these colorful people who are ready to party, predominantly females, which is always welcome. And glow sticks. Because, guys, let's not forget, Ren and Chris Webby are performers. They do music. So if the place is going to be all blacked out, glow sticks, turntable, you know, people jumping and down and dancing, you know, majority being female is always a good idea. We got the high speed thing there. So foreground, yeah, we got the boys here just standing in place. Man, this feels like a shot from Pain and Gain, the movie by Michael Bay, man, with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. You know? Yeah, but you've got the people going crazy, high speed in the back, and we've got Ren and Chris Webby on the side, man. This is a really, really cool shot here. You know? So yeah, in the room, we just got the light source, which is, I think, tubes of light right on the ceilings. Low. And all this is steady cam. Well, the dancing parts are all steady cam. And then we got shots like this where it is just a stationary camera and we got the boys doing the quick flows and coming to the thing there. Very red, Method and Red, back in the flesh, blood and bone. You know, making suckers break like turbo when ozone. You know, that's what this feels like. The Rockwilder. Remember that, man? Probably not old enough. Yeah, but those were good times, and love it when MCs try and do that back and forth fast flow thing there. But yeah, visually, that's what they did. They got the stationary cam for this shot, but then everything else with the people got the camera on gimbal moving around. Yeah, and then I mean a lot of those shots there now is just, you know, you just get creative, man, from your compositing. So what you do is you just start layering up images. One is slowed down 10%, one is 5%, one is 15%, and they all have levels of transparency. You know, reduce them as well. You know, 1 by 10% each one. Then layer them up, and then you kind of get that motion thing there. You know, so with a glow stick, where they're moving like that in slow motion, each is slowed down, so you kind of get that going on there. Just get creative with it. And this is kind of showing what someone was probably going to see if they're in this environment, probably inebriated on alcohol or other illicit substances, or even a spider bite. So visually, what we're picking up here is still trying to marry with the lyricism and the words that are being spoken, the subject matter. That's what you're trying to finally put together from a cinematic standpoint. Boom. Directed by Frankie Fire and Rook. Nice ending. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what you do, man. Black and white with red. It's a match made in heaven, man. Yeah, man. So appreciate you guys sending this my way. This was 100% awesome. I enjoyed this. I love this. Ren, Chris Webby, never stop making music together, guys. Inpatient has become a guilty pleasure for so many of us. Until the next time, let's freaking go.